Alrighty. Hey guys, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. In what should be the finale? I'm a little hesitant on that. So, based on what I've done with my past Kingdom Hearts stuff, is that I've usually done a video before the finale, where it's me going for the optional bosses. And that's because I do the finale, and then I do the optional bosses, but because I like ending the series on the finale, I do the optional bosses before the episode. So it's a little out of order for you guys, but I'm going to actually stop that because it gets a little confusing for me when I'm uploading and stuff. So at the moment we are up to the finale. I'm not sure how long this is going to be, and I'm not sure how long the final episode is going to be because there's supposedly a final episode, and then like a secret episode after the final one. So I'm not sure how long those are going to go for. So this might be a very long episode, or it might be 2 episodes. But otherwise, we're up to the finale. And then after we do this, we'll be doing the optional bosses. So, I'm actually looking forward to this because Terra's gone possessed by Xehanort. Ventus has basically lost everything he is because he killed Vanitas and thus himself. But where would Aqua fit into this? Does she get into a demise kind of thing? Does she end up in danger as well? Like, in trouble? I don't know, we'll have to figure it out. So yeah, we're going to be rewatching this cutscene because I don't want to skip it, it's epic. You know, it's not until now that I really love how Kingdom Hearts keeps their cutscenes with in-game model and sprites and stuff, instead of going for a AMV kind of thing, or FMV.
I was told the Master was struck down.
Yes, that's right. I was stupid and helped Xehanort do it. The Master. He tried to hurt Ven.
I actually, like, now it hits me. This whole time she'd believed that Terra wouldn't do this kind of things, and now he's admitting it. God, that must come as a shock.
I only fought because I wanted to protect him. But I was tricked. Xehanort set the whole thing up. Also, he could awaken the darkness inside me. You were right, Aqua. And so was the Master. I did need to be watched. I went astray. But no more.
I don't trust you, bitch.
What else is darkness but hate and rage? Xehanort is feeding the dark fires within you, making you fight. You'll go astray again. Tell me, how does that honor our Master's memory, Terra?
Xehanort wants me and Vanitas to fight. And make some kind of keyblade. But the Master said we can't let that happen. And he tried to destroy me for it.
Keyblade?
I still don't know exactly what it is. But it scares me to death. Even just the thought of it.
Relax, man. We're here, and we're gonna take care of you.
I may have to fight Vanitas after all. If I do, guys, I want you to...
The 3 of us can never be torn apart, alright? I'll always find a way.
You know, it just now hits me that this really reminds me of, that moment with Riku and Mickey in Reach Into Memories, where Riku's like, if the darkness takes control of me too much, kill me. And Mickey just completely backhands him and is like, no, I will try to save you. But in this situation, unlike that one, Ventus actually pushes his way forward and doesn't let his friends lower him, like, to stop talking, unlike Mickey did to Riku.
I'm asking you, as a friend. Just put an end to me.
Hey boys. Keyblade.
Behold, these lifeless keys used to be full of power, united with the hearts of their masters. On this barren soil, keyblades of light and darkness were locked in combat. As a great keyblade...
Okay, recording went a little weird there, but never mind.
Countless keyblade wielders gave up their lives, all in search of one ultimate key. And it will soon belong to me. Keyblade!
Keyblade. He says that way too much. Oh, same camera angle as always before. Maybe it was the camera angle that's always been used. I thought we get like a shot of all three of them in their armor before they run off. From the front, that is. I guess not. And turns into a dark, gloomy area without it realizing. Because transitions. Fade blacks. Hey Vanitas, do you surf much? So I have the ultimate keyblade in the cutscene, that's nice.
Are you okay?
And Mickey. Also, just going to pause it here because it's going to go to Aqua's point now, which is probably the same part as Ven's. During Ventus's point, there was like a cut, and I assume that cut was Aqua versus Xigbar, so I assume that's the fight we're going to have. I hope that's not everything, because I hope this is a surprise on Aqua's part. But I basically wanted to say, I do know that there are diary points that you can read for every part of this game, and basically it explained things in detail. Like, it was explained that Xehanort summoned the Kingdom Hearts from the sky, by turning his weapon into an orb, which is where he got the orb from. He didn't take it from Ventus, he turned his weapon into it. And they used that to spread the clouds, and the Kingdom Hearts thing was already there. It's been there since the Keyblade War. It turns out that's what one of the diary entries say, which I find interesting. But if I can read those, I'll try. But if I have to... Well, actually, I have save points of all this stuff. So, never mind, I should be able to read them. Anyway. Yep, same thing. Yeah. Come on, you can't lick him off. Gotta heat him up. And I'm the only sexy one here to heat him up.
Who are you?
Hey, look, guys, my eyes are yellow. I must be connected to Xehanort somehow. I swear that has to be in something because Terra gets yellow eyes once he's possessed by Xehanort.
You think you two have got some grand role to play? As if. You're only here so that when I finish you off, Terra will succumb to the darkness.
He's also speaking like Xehanort. Like, from the little bit that I've known Brig in this game so far, he doesn't seem to care about anything besides his half of the deal. But now he's all about Terra sucking the darkness. So it's as if... is that going too far? So, I think my theory is Xehanort is in control of Brig to a limit. He still talks like Brig. He uses the words as if and stuff like that. But it's like he has the mind of Xehanort. He has the... It's like he's being controlled, mind controlled by Xehanort somehow. I don't know.
So, who wants to go first?
Shut up!
Oh, so this kiddo thinks he's a full-fledged Keyblade wielder. He's got the angry look down.
Go ahead if you want to waste your time. Keep trying to drive us apart with your mind games. It'll never work.
I'm gonna kick your butt.
Terra will prove to you he's stronger.
Ultimate Keyblade! Here we go. Defeat Brig. How easy is this gonna be, I wonder? Sorry. I'm sorry. I got hit randomly, what the hell?
I keep forgetting don't mess with Keyblade wielders. But you know what? That just means I made the right choice.
Now she gets knocked out after this.
Wanted me to buy time, and I'd say he got it.
So maybe Aqua's the only one out of them that survives?
Aqua!
Goodbye.
I'm asking you, as a friend, just put an end to me.
Gosh, I'm glad you're okay.
How long has it been? It's been a millennia!
Ven!
Ven's dead. Oh, at least his body's not disappeared.
Goodness. Ven! You're safe!
His heart's gone though.
Ven!
Oh, here's the Keyblade. The Keyblade. The X-Blade. It looks so cool. Oh, what the hell? What? What? Oh. Oh. Of course. Vanitas dies nearly and goes back into Ventus's body, in which we fight him inside of ourselves, but we have no idea what we were doing in the real world during that whole time. So when Vanitas entered us, he most likely had control over us, and this was all while we were trying to kill him from inside of us, right? And so, in the end, Ventus ends up going into what I think is Sora's heart, but we don't know what happened before then. This is probably what happened.
That's not Ben.
It's Vanitas!
Correct. I am not Ventus.
Oh boy.
His heart has become a part of mine now.
Fucking hell.
This Keyblade will open a door. One that leads to all worlds. Then, Keyblade-bearing warriors will flock here from each and every one of them to battle for the light within Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, so that's what the Keyblade War did. It brought people together because they were greedy about getting the light. That explains a lot.
And just like the legend says, the Keyblade War will begin.
Shut up! I'm
I look too happy right now.
Give Ben his heart back.
We're also level 69 here. Oh, looks like I'm level 69 in here. Oh, double team! Defeat Vanitas and break his hold over Ventus. Oh, oh my god. Yeah! Oh god. My battery's going flat. Oh no. What am I ever gonna do? I guess I could prism rain everything. Goodbye. Whoops. Wow!
What's wrong? Giving up already?
You dream.
Terra. Ben. Let me stretch.
Oh my god, it's working. The ultimate Keyblade's growing into an ultimate Keyblade.
You're just wasting your energy.
Oh my god. Sonic waves.
What?
Oh. Stab. Stab into him. Stab into him. Oh, okay. What the hell is going on?
Oh no! It's gone all haywire.
Oh boy. Keyholes are appearing everywhere. What the hell? Goodbye, Aqua! This is the white light that I saw in Terra's world, isn't it? That's why you see them holding hands at the end. Because they grab each other. Oh, she grabs Ventus. Jeez, Xehanort's report 7. Profiler. Collect all secret reports.
Where am I?
Aqua, you lost consciousness. Fortunately,
Everyone's
he
dead.
found you and Ventus drifting in the lanes between, and brought you back to me to receive proper care. I am sorry, but there was no sign of Terra.
We found his armor. It's just waiting there. I'm too scared to face it. I feel like I'm gonna die several times.
I see. Ventus.
He's dead. Well, no.
Boy's heart is
When will he wake?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
I could not say. It is almost as though his heart has left. Should it return, he may very well wake. Should it not, then he may sleep like this for all eternity.
Hmm.
No.
Except isn't his heart broken?
Keep him safe. Until he wakes. Forever if I have to.
I will tell you what your friend needs right now. It is not your protection. He needs you to believe. You see, Ventus's heart hangs in the balance. It sleeps in the place between light and darkness. From all I can perceive, that means he will be looking for a friend, one who believes in him, to show him the way home. Just
I wonder who that could be.
Then Ventus will be able to find you when he wakes. He can follow that love back to where he belongs. The realm of light.
Ah. Don't you?
My home.
I believe in Ben too. Gosh, he's been as good a friend to me as anybody. And if both you and me believe in him with all our hearts, then he'll have 2 lights to follow instead of 1.
3 lights. Terra.
But Terra's gone. Maybe for good.
Mm-mm. I think I know how to find him.
We use a Terra Finder, obviously. Oh, there we are. You know, my only problem with this game is that I don't understand its concepts. This game relies heavily on constructive ideas from the director, or the maker of the story, I forget his name. But, like, he's doing his best to create unique story elements, but at the same time he's doing them in ways that people will not understand unless he explains them. I like that. I actually like doing that for my stories as well. Adding ideas that make no sense normally, but make sense in this book, or story, or whatever. But because of that, I can't tell how Ventus could get back to his body. I don't understand how the heart thing works. Like, it's already proven at the start of the game that Ventus's heart was broken because part of it was Vanitas, and Vanitas was made into its own person, sort of. Not really a body, but meh. Kingdom Hearts shit. Even if he has no proper body, he's still a person, I guess. And so well, I'm still guessing is Sora. It has to be. Like, who else would it be? There's no one else we know that would, I don't know, be in that kind of situation. But that means that Ventus's heart isn't complete, because unless Ventus going back, Vanitas going back into Ventus's body made their hearts one again, then I don't know. But to me, I still believe Ventus's heart is broken, and it's relying on Sora. So even if Ventus was able to go back to his own body, I doubt he'd be able to survive. That's my worry. But there's also the chance that Vanitas is going back into his body healed the heart. I'm hoping for that. Well, there was no end credit scene last time, so the Seeker. Clear Aqua's story mode. Report completion, enemies defeated, Mega Flare, yeah. Most used command style was Firestorm because of Mega Flare. Most used dealing was Ventus. And playtime 26 hours. Nice. Well, time to find out what this final episode is about. However, before we do that, congratulations, you've unlocked the final episode. To play, you first need to create special save data. Sure. I'll create a new one just for this. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix. Save data. To begin the final episode, choose continue at the title screen to load the save data you just created. Sure. Now, before we go into that, I do want to read the Xehanort reports and have a look at the Trinity stuff now that we've done everyone's. So let's look at the timeline. You've earned the Power Walker Trophy for taking 99999 steps. You've earned the Clockwork Trophy for playing 80 hours or more. Nice. But the timeline one is complete because we haven't done the final episode, right? So, Terra went to Enchanted Dominion. Then he went to Dwarf Woodland just before Ventus arrived. Then Ventus went to Castle of Dreams. Then Terra went to Castle of Dreams. And then Aqua was close behind, which Aqua went to Dwarf Woodlands. And Ventus went to Enchanted Dominion. Met up with Aqua there. Aqua did her own shit, yada yada yada. Then Terra went to Mysterious Tower and then the Badlands. And then Ventus went to the Badlands, so that was afterwards. Okay. And then everyone went to Radiant Garden, but Ventus was there the longest. Then Ventus went to Disney Town. Then Terra went to Disney Town. And then Aqua went to Disney Town. Now, the thing I find unique about that is, when Aqua went there, I'd already done it as Terra and Ventus. So she was the one who did the festival thing at the end. Like, she was there for the awards. If I'd done her, like, first or second, would Terra or Ventus be the one there, or is it always Aqua, because Aqua's the third person, and the other two are like lost causes? It's like foreshadowing, basically, I think. I don't know. So then Ventus went to Olympus Coliseum, then Terra went, and then Aqua went, and Aqua was in Olympus Coliseum while Terra was in Deep Space, then Aqua went to Deep Space, and then Ventus went to Deep Space. I just realized Gantu was a dick. Aqua convinced the councilwoman to give Stitch mercy. But the first thing we see when we arrive as Ventus is Stitch held at gunpoint. Like, maybe that was the councilwoman being defensive towards him and waiting till they get to a safe place to release him? Or that was Gantu going against orders. I don't know. Anyway, Ventus goes to Neverland, and Terra's also there, and then afterwards Aqua shows up. Ventus goes to Mysterious Tower. Oh, okay. Terra goes to Disney Islands. Aqua goes to Disney Islands. Then Ventus goes to Badlands. Terra goes to Badlands. Ventus goes to Land of Departure. Terra goes to Land of Departure. Ventus goes to Disney Islands, while Aqua's a Mysterious Tower, and then they all go to the Badlands. Okay. Okay, that's a pretty good timeline. It still seems a bit forced, like it takes forever for him to get to certain areas because of the sake of a timeline, but it's okay. Theater, we can watch everything. What are these other for? I'm guessing something's going to happen in the final episode. Game stats. Total playtime is 89 hours. Fuck. Jeez, I wasted so much time on this game. I've got nearly everything. Jesus Christ. I wonder what the rest of these are for. Proof you have taken 999 steps. Proof you've taken out 10,000 Unversed, just basically. Proof you have played for 80 hours or more. Proof you have amassed around 34,000 money. Proof you have finished one character story. Proof you have taken... okay. One of these is probably for beating the final story. Okay. Now it's time for the Xehanort reports. My throat's probably going to be very dry after this, but it's fine. Here we go. Please accept my deepest gratitude for the invitation to witness your pupil's accession to to the office of true Keyblade Master. It was a heavy mantle our master placed upon your shoulders in naming you successor, but you have nonetheless preserved and raised 2 masters yourself. So this is probably Xehanort to Ericus. I know I cannot have it easy. It cannot have been easy. I did you terrible harm in the past over a petty difference in opinion, and just a few years ago selfishly thrust my own burdens upon you. I thought of you like a younger brother, and yet, fool that I am, I have never availed myself of countless opportunities to apologize or thank you for opening your home to the boy. Yet not once have you blamed me. On the contrary, here you are inviting me to such an important ceremony. I intend to be there to offer you all my blessings. Our master chose his heir wisely. Ours is a bizarrely ironic task, to watch over the light from the shadows. But in the face of that, the warmth in your heart and unfailing dedication to the light impressed me to no end. I have taken to wandering the world and seen much darkness hiding in the light. Lately, I fear it has taken a turn for the worse. Perhaps Yen Sid has already told you about the Unversed. These fledglings' emotions derive from negativity, and I can now sense their presence in nearly every world. And on the topic of darkness, we must speak of another matter that concerns me, one related to the upcoming ceremony. When I visited several years ago, your pupil Terra drew my attention. His power is immense, to be sure, but within his heart I could see darkness just waiting to be awakened. I know this is none of my business, but I have reservations about welcoming Terra as a true Keyblade Master without taking certain precautions. The traditional examination, perhaps, to see if he has the mark of mastery. The choice is yours, and I'll humbly respect your decision. Take care, I eagerly await our long overdue reunion. Interesting, so the mark of mastery isn't how Keyblade Masters are normally accepted. This was completely to test whether Terra was relying on darkness or not. And he was. Oh, Xehanort's sneaky as fuck. Okay, now for the reports. Number 1. Much time has passed since I left the home of my youth behind, and in the myriad worlds I have since visited, I have gained much knowledge. On these pages I intend to record a portion of that knowledge, and put the course of my life to paper. Upon reflection, my life underwent the most considerable sea change when I arrived at that place. Yes, it began when I found a master, and another I would later call my brother, when I found a new home. Then there was the Keyblade. For what purpose was it begotten, and by whom? During my training as one of its wielders, the precepts offered a clear answer. The Keyblade existed so that we who wandered over the light could protect the world from the shadows. But was that the true answer? Could there not be more to it than that? My heart sought knowledge, and so I sometimes visited other worlds, though such travel was forbidden unless duty required, and be fought with my heart sought. Oh, hang on. And found what my heart sought. Report 2. Our master instructed us to don armor while traveling between worlds, so that we might shield ourselves from the darkness. But there in the lanes between I could feel the force of it, the power, and from then on, I forewent my armor's protection. I had been told the darkness would devour me, but what terrors could it possibly hold, so long as I found the strength to control it? The world is vast, and the worlds within the greater world uncountable. Like little islands, they dot a great ocean between which keeps them ignorant of each other, uncorrupted. Each world had its own order. Unlike us, they could not know of the world in its entirety, and we were never to enlighten them. Report 3. In ancient times, no such buffers kept the larger world divided. There were no walls of light enclosing each smaller world the way they do today. Nothing prevented one from physically interfering with the next. At that time, the world was filled with light, and a great many Keyblade wielders, but without buffers, the worlds began to squabble over ownership of the light. You see, they learned of the Keyblade's true use. We broke out as each of the Keyblade wielders struggled to lay claim to an almighty entity, known as Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts could be described as an aggregate of hearts. Worlds, too, have hearts. Just like people's, each world's heart is concealed from sight, beyond a hidden door. By gathering all the hearts of the worlds in a single place, one may complete Kingdom Hearts. Report 4. And when Kingdom Hearts is complete, it is said the one who opens its door will bring about the creation of the next world. Such a feat is above any human. Or, to put it a different way, whoever opens that door will be reborn as something far greater than human. Light and darkness are two sides of the same coin. Without darkness there is no light. The Keyblade wielders' great war over the Kingdom Hearts was fought by defenders of the light, servants of darkness, those who sought to reconcile the two. and those motivated by nothing more than lust for power. The whole spectrum of thoughts was swept into the conflict, and the worlds that did not go to war found the war brought to them. In the end, the whole world was cast into darkness. That was how the ancient Keyblade War drew to a close. To this day, no one has ever imagined to open the door to Kingdom Hearts. Sometime later, the little light that remained in the hearts of the few gave rise to the world we know today. One made of many worlds behind just as many walls, so that the Keyblade War would not be repeated. The little light that remained in the hearts of the few gave rise to the world we know today. Wait, what? The ancient Keyblade War drew to a close. To this day, no one ever managed to open the door to Kingdom Hearts. So, the remaining Keyblade worlders, it says how their light made the world they're in today. Does that mean like they made it their duty to protect the worlds? Is that what it means? For a second there, I thought they meant they activated Kingdom Hearts, and the world is not the real world we're in is not the original world, but I doubt that. Anyway, Report 5. At present, the lanes and corridors that run between the worlds may only be traversed by us Keyblade worlders, and those who have given themselves over to darkness. As the former, our duty is to cross the chasms between worlds and guard against the later, whose darkness corrupts and contaminates, so that no world need ever be lost again. Few Keyblade worlders remain now. I have heard of but a handful of others outside my circle, but the world is vast and more of our kind may be out there. Now, in addition to the realm of light in which we reside, there is also a realm of darkness, and the realm between which connects the two. The realm of darkness is most forbidden. I am told none who set foot there have ever returned. Report 6. There are three families of Keyblades. The Keyblades of Light, We Willed, the Keyblades of Darkness, and the Keyblades of Heart. Oh, I didn't know that. The first and second families differ only in origin. Keyblades of Darkness are found in the realm of Darkness, and are counterparts to the Keyblades we use in the realm of Light. The third type of key, the Keyblade of Heart, came into existence when the world was reorganized after the Keyblade War. Without this key, Kingdom Hearts is forever beyond a person's reach. Only by gathering together 7 hearts of pure light, hearts completely devoid of darkness, may one forge a Keyblade of Heart and open the door to Kingdom Hearts. And as stated before, opening this door arguably gives the person control over all worlds and all people. Okay. So I think this is what they're saying is, the Keyblade War brought out Kingdom Hearts, but no one opened it, but Kingdom Hearts being there reorganized the world. And the reason they weren't able to open it was because they didn't have the Keyblade of Heart, I'm guessing. I'm guessing they didn't have that, that's why they couldn't open it. I have uncovered the Keyblade's ultimate mystery. Report 7. You see, besides the 3 families of Keyblades, there is another Keyblade. Keyblade, 2 words. While it may sound the same when spoken, it is noted uniquely. X-Blade. And make no mistake, while it resembles a normal Keyblade, it is something altogether different. Keyblades are said to be man-made counterparts to Kingdom Hearts. The X-Blade, however, coexists with Kingdom Hearts. Now I'm just going to pronounce it as X-Blade because it makes it more differentiated. It is only forged when 2 hearts of equal power intersect. 1 heart of pure darkness, 1 of pure light. At the time of its forging, Kingdom Hearts appears. It must be noted, though, that this Kingdom Hearts is special. Unlike the kingdoms brought about forcibly and artificially through the collection of hearts, this Kingdom Hearts is a perfect and complete union of all the world's hearts. Surely it was over this that the ancient Keyblade War was fought. If so, the walls that divide the worlds today are of little consequence. With the X-Blade, all their hearts could be instantly reunited, and the Keyblade War refought. Oh! So the reason it's blue is because it's proper, it's perfect. That's why the Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2 was like pink, but it had black splotches over it, because it wasn't perfect. This one's perfect. It's blue and has some white. And the X-Blade thing, that's why he chose Ventus. Because I'm guessing Xehanort was smart enough to figure this out. but he knew that if Ventus's heart was broken by Vanitas coming out, he knew someone would help Ventus, probably. And that, I mean, it sounds like a risk. Like, how do you know that the boy you broke is going to be fixed by someone? How do you know that? Is Xehanort some kind of fortune teller? I don't know. Because what if he failed? What if Ventus was just a vegetable forever, and Vanitas had no one to fight against and create the X-Blade? What then, Xehanort? Jeez. Report 8. My brother pupil Eriquus thinks only in absolutes. He has persuaded himself that light is the only way, but forgets that light cannot exist without shadow. I believe a balance of light and darkness is what sustains our world, but too much of the darkness has been stamped out, disrupting that balance. Someone must tear down this tyranny of light and reorganize the world around the darkness, which then creeps back in. Eriquus and I did not see eye to eye. I left and wandered the world. This was perhaps the first time I felt truly free since that day I departed my boyhood home. But free to do what? I had already shown the mark and became a Keyblade Master, but having been passed over as successor, all that remained to me was the road of a teacher. Ordinarily, Keyblade Masters take pupils under their wings, malleable minds in which to impress the precepts of the Keyblade wielder and keep our profession alive for generations to come. Was my time drawing to an end? Then, after all I had accomplished since casting away the past of my birth, surely waiting for a quiet death would not do, not when there was still so much I needed to see for myself. Powers help me, I thought. My body is so old. That's his reason as to why he wanted a younger body, aka Terra. He wants to see more about the world. In the end, Xehanort is just an evil scientist. Honestly, I've been thinking, I feel like the final episode is going to take place on Radiant Garden, because I think we're going to see the experiment that Ansem does, that creates Hollow Bastion. But the thing is, though, it's not him that does the experiment. It's fake Ansem. It's Ansem Seeker of Darkness, the Heartless Ansem, I believe. Because, I forget how he was made, but I do remember how he took Ansem's place. Like, Ansem left or something, and Ansem, Heartless Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, started doing experiments in his name. Or was it Xemnas? I forget which one it is. But, I have a feeling that, that Xehanort's going to be connected to that somehow. Like, he's probably the one that's orchestrating what's going on there. Okay, Report 9. We Keyblade Masters have a special gift. We can extract a harp, be it our own or that of another. By continuing this cycle, it is possible to remain in the world of living forever. As a boy, I dreamt of seeing the farthest reaches of the world. If I only went far enough, there had to be a world out there in which no one had ever before set foot. And now I know of just such a world. If I become the first to open Kingdom Hearts' door, I can create a next world in which light and darkness exist in perfect equilibrium. So there I stood with vast knowledge in one now dying hand, and newfound purpose in the other. The next step was clear. I needed a new vessel. And that was when I met Ventus and made him my pupil. We were destined to meet, and I could sense the potential within him, but the boy was too benign for his own good. I came to the conclusion he was too frail to serve as a vessel, and decided to use him for his second purpose I had in mind. I would remove the darkness from his heart, split him in two. Then I would have my heart of pure light, and my heart of pure darkness. But once again, Ventus was an empty shell. Vanitas was only alive because he didn't have a body, and so there was nothing holding him back. He was just a source of darkness waiting for orders. But Vanitas, he was a body with half a heart. It doesn't matter if that heart was half light, well, most all light, but it was like the light half. He was still unfazed. He wasn't able to do anything. It was because he joined his heart with Sora, I think, that he was able to do stuff. Right? I don't know. Report 10. As was to be expected, Ventus lacked the constitution for such an ordeal. I was able to remove the darkness inside him and create Vanitas, a heart of pure darkness, but Ventus drifted into the clutches of sleep. Ventus' heart of pure light and Vanitas' heart of pure darkness. If both could be made strong enough to one day clash, I knew the X-Blade would be forged. But Vanitas took too much of Ventus' heart. From that fracture I could see the last of Ventus' light was slipping away. The boy deserved a place to spend his final moments, peacefully. And what should come to mind but my own boyhood home? Oh my god. What? Xehanort's from Destiny Islands. So that was him. That flashback when we saw an older guy on Destiny Islands saying the world's too small. That was young Xehanort. Or younger Xehanort. Interesting. But yeah, I was right. Ventus was an empty shell, but it wasn't for the reason I thought. It was because Vanitas took too much. Okay. Oh my god, my mind's blowing. My legs took me there unbidden, and as I stood there on the same beach where I had made my choice so many years ago, I thought, not a single thing has changed. Here in this quiet world, time marches in place. Content that Ventus would find peace here, I started to walk away. But just then the boy held up his keyblade. The light within him had not died. Wow. If he'd left, and Ventus had just waited, well, I guess he didn't really have control, right? Because it's like waking up from sleep. You don't notice everything around you. If Xehanort had left, though, Ventus would have been like... He might have been brought up on Destiny Islands. That'd be funny. Imagine that. Instead of Titus, Selphie, and Waka, it's Waka, Selphie, and Ventus. Ventus and Vanitas were not Report 11. Ventus and Vanitas were not matched in power. I could not train them together, or Ventus's darkness would gnaw away what little Ventus had left. Of course, since I needed a place where the boy's light might flourish, the answer was obvious. Eriquus and his absolutes. Considering how we had parted ways, I expected friction, but if anything, Eriquus seemed delighted to see me again. He readily agreed to take care of Ventus. Now I need only wait for the boy's heart to get stronger. I had not visited the second home of mine some time, and discovered Eriquus had already found 2 pupils of his own. Within one of them, Terra, I sensed something. The boy, though well-intentioned, seeks power single-mindedly, and that kind of hunger is a seedbed for darkness. I had found my vessel. Oh boy. Xehanort's Report 12. The time has come. I have received word from Eriquus that his pupils had become the true Keyblade Masters. Terra and Aqua. They will be easy now to lure into the outside world. But Ventus... I'll get nowhere without him. Vanitas can feel some of what Ventus feels, and he says Terra is the key. Ventus has loved Terra like a real brother ever since he left him. He let him keep his old wooden Keyblade. It seems we have found a loose thread at which we can tug to unravel Ventus' heart. The first step is to get Terra alone. Then we need to plant the seeds of doubt in Ventus. Let him carry his faint light as he chases his brother into the darkness. Let the darkness make his light stronger. Then let the light deepen the darkness. And where the two finally meet is where the stuff of legends will become real. There we go. Oh boy. Well, that was an interesting read. We got explanation of what the Keyblade War was all about. We actually got an explanation of what the Kingdom Hearts will do. We've got an explanation of Xehanort's goal. We got an explanation of what happened to Ventus at the start of the game. We got an explanation of where Xehanort came from. Oh my god, that was actually a really good read. Oh jeez, I wish the other reports in the other games gave as much background as that. They gave stuff. I just don't remember that stuff. I need to reread them. Ah, jeez. Well, on to the final episode, I guess.